Welcome to the Finance Professor. In today's video, we're diving into the basics. What is credit and how does it work in your everyday life? In the simplest terms, credit is the ability to borrow money or access goods or services with the understanding that you'll pay it back later. Think of it as a measure of trust. Lenders like banks or credit card companies give you access to funds and, in return, you promise to pay them back over time. Pretty straightforward, right? But here's the catch. Lenders charge you for the privilege of borrowing money. That's where interest comes in. It can get very complicated, but sometimes it saves you money when you pay to borrow money. Now, we'll talk about that more in a future video. For now, it's just important to understand that credit allows you to make purchases without paying up front. You'll often hear about credit being used for things like buying a car, paying for education, or even buying a house. Credit is also used in everyday transactions, like swiping your credit card at the store. Credit cards are a common type of revolving credit. And what that means is you can borrow up to a certain limit, you can pay it back, and then borrow it again as long as you stay within that limit. That card is not to be confused with a debit card, which is attached to your checking account, and that comes directly out of there. They're very different. Credit isn't just limited to cards or loans. It can also come in many forms, such as financing for electronics, buying a car or a house, paying for a vacation in installments, or even opening a store credit line. The idea is the same, though. You're using someone else's money now with the promise to pay it back later, usually with some added cost, like interest. Now, credit scores are what companies use to judge if someone is trustworthy enough to borrow the money. Credit scores are also used to determine if a person can rent an apartment, get a job, and can even determine your insurance rates. There's many types of different credit scores. Many companies use credit scores that sometimes aren't apparent. So the summary is credit can be a useful tool. It's important to understand how it works and to use it responsibly. Now stick around because in the next video I'm going to break down exactly how borrowing and repayment work. I hope to see you there.